In this video, we are going to show you how to set up your grade book or grade sheet. What you're going to need to do is click on the menu, go to Grade Book, and select Grade Sheet. From here, you are going to click on Current Classes. Make sure that you have your current classes, and then you're going to click on your first class that you have that's a graded class. We are going to set up our gradebook one time, and then from here you can copy the gradebook to all of your other classes. You're going to click on Settings. That's going to take you to your gradebook settings or grade sheet settings. Here we are going to set our defaults that we would like to have in our gradebook. We do not need to click any of these other categories unless you want to see these categories in your gradebook every day, but it's not necessary. Just click the first, make sure that the first one is clicked. Scroll down. Assignments to display. If you would like your assignments to be set up exactly like it was in GradeSpeed, click on Date Sequence. Ascending. If you would like to have an attendance indicator, meaning if the student was absent the day the assignment was assigned, you can click that check mark. If you would like to not see the colors for the categories that the district has set up, you would click the check mark. If you want the categories to be colored, then leave it blank. Then you're going to scroll down to Grade Column Display. You are going to use this display for all grade columns, and you need to change this to %. Everybody needs to make sure that that says %. If you would like to display Student Grading Period Comment Indicator, you may click the box. If you don't want that there, leave it blank. If you would like to know the grade level of the student, then you're going to leave that checked. Each thing that's checked will show on your grade book. If you don't want these things to show, then you just uncheck them. I would leave the display gradebook average unchecked. It does kind of clutter the gradebook a little. Make sure to click Save Changes before going to the next display. Next, we're going to look at Student Display. My suggestion would be to click Students Enrolled as of today. Choose Last, First, Middle in case you have students that have the same name. Click Save Changes. Then under Score Settings, you are going to click in the max score default. You can put 100 here, and you don't need to check anything else unless you want to. If you want to be able to change max score to a different number, you can. Click Save. Then you're going to click on Grade Calculation. You do not need to click Grading Scale. That is set by the district, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, here's where we set up our categories for our weights. You are going to click the chevron right here. That is going to bring up your categories. You can close this one. Scroll down. You need to uncheck this first one and then put in your grade categories. So if you want daily work, something that says daily, you can choose to have, there is grades daily, or if you want it to say homework, you can choose homework, but you decide which one you want this to say. You click it, and then you put in the percentage. So I'm going to add this one is 20%. Then the next one is quizzes that I have for this particular teacher. So I'm going to scroll down to quizzes, and I'm going to check the quizzes box and put in the percentage is 30. Then the next one is major assignments and essays. So I'm going to scroll up to, let's see, I think we're going to find that under assignments. Assignments, I see assessments, assignments, group. We'll go ahead and use, see if there's an essay category. Now we do have to use the categories that are provided for us. We do not get to change those. They do have CBA on here, so I'm going to choose CBA. That is the 6 weeks test. If you, instead of saying 6 weeks test, you can put CBA. And I am going to add 14% to this. So right now I am at 64%. Last category is going to be assessment summative. So we're going to click this, and this one is worth, I believe, 36. Now when I click off of that, it's at 100%. You do have to make sure that this adds up to 100%. Click Save Changes. It may take a moment or two for it to save the changes. When it is completed, you will get a message that says that the assessments have been saved or that your changes have been saved. I paused the video while it did the changes or saved the changes because it did take a little bit of time. I didn't want you to have to sit here and wait for it to change. Once it does that, then we can take this gradebook and copy it to all of our classes. So you are going to open the chevron. If for some reason you can't see that chevron, if it is like this and the chevron is missing, if you come up to the top and minimize your screen a little bit, it will bring the chevron back where you can see it. You can click on it, and then you can go back and change your screen to full size. From here, you're going to click on Copy Gradebook Settings to Other Classes. And you're going to click Next when that box comes up. Check the box that says Copy Grade Calculations and click Next. Then you are going to click for every class that you would like it to be copied to. You are going to either check that individually, or you can do all classes by just clicking the Sync to Class in the top box. Click Next. And this might also take a few moments to run. You are going to get this message right here that says Processing Request. Normally, this might sit here for a little bit on 0%, and then once it starts the percentage calculation, it goes really fast, but I'm going to go ahead and pause the video while it is syncing. Now that it's finished processing, we're going to click Next. And then it's showing us all of the classes that it is going to copy the gradebook that we just created to. Now what it will, however, the class that we are copying from is not in that list. That question was brought up during training. It doesn't show it because that is the class that we are copying from. Click on Run Process. This again may take a few moments, so if you notice that it has the 0%, it may take a couple of moments for it to actually process, but once this number starts changing, it's pretty quick. So I'm going to pause the video again. Once the process is done, it will show you all of the classes have successfully had the grade calculation copied. Click Close. And now your grade calculation for all of your 6 weeks have been set up.